The handsome man sat down. The scarred waitress walked over. "What would you like, sir?" He looked at her face and turned away. "Don't breathe near me. Just bring water." She nodded quietly. After eating, he left. The waitress found a Rolex under his chair. Her coworker whispered, "Keep it. Sell it. He was so rude to you." "No," she said. "I must return it." She ran outside. "Sir, your watch!" He snatched it from her hand. Finally, something useful from that ugly face. "Next time, do your job better." He walked away. The coworker was angry. "Maya, why? He treated you like trash." "Because it's not mine," Maya said softly. 2 weeks later, the man returned, but this time a woman was with him. "Is there a waitress named Maya?" The manager called her over. Maya recognized him. She felt nervous. "This is my mother," he said quietly. "She had an accident last year. Her face was burned. People stare. They turn away." His voice cracked. "When you returned my watch, my mother saw everything from the car. She said, 'That girl knows what it's like,' but she chose kindness anyway." His eyes filled with tears. "I'm sorry. I became what I hated most. Thank you for showing me that beauty is in our choices, not our faces." Maya smiled. "We all have scars. Some just show more than others. Drop a heart if you believe kindness is the real beauty." The moment she asked me to hold her baby, I knew something would go wrong. It was just another one of those baby parties at my stepmom's house. Babies everywhere, moms cooing, and my dad smiling at everything. I didn't care about any of it. But when a guest walked up to me with her newborn and asked, "Isn't she a miracle?" I froze. I wasn't in the mood for her praise. Babies were born every day. I didn't see how one was any more special than the other. She asked again, "Isn't she a miracle?" And she smiled, clearly expecting me to agree. "No, babies are born all the time. It's not a miracle, it's just life." Her face fell. "How rude." She turned away, whispering something to my stepmom. Later that night, my dad pulled me aside. "You shouldn't have said that. She was just proud." I realized then he didn't understand. The truth about the miracle wasn't about babies. It was about standing up for what I believed. The baby wasn't a miracle, but my honesty, that felt like one. One cold winter morning, a mother sat in her kitchen. She glanced at her phone and saw a message from her daughter. Her heart sank as she read it. "You can't bring him here. We won't share a room." The mother sighed, remembering how things used to be. The holidays were always filled with family, love, and laughter. But now, everything felt empty. Years ago, her daughter had moved in with her boyfriend. The mother had refused to let them sleep in the same room when they visited for Christmas. She said, "You are not married. It's my house, my rule." Her daughter didn't come back for Christmas after that. The mother thought she was protecting her daughter from making mistakes. But now, after her husband passed away, things felt different. The mother had started a new relationship, and her son had moved out because he didn't want to hear them together. The house was quiet, and the mother was lonely. One evening, the mother decided to visit her daughter. When she arrived, her daughter was cooking dinner with her boyfriend. The mother felt tears come to her eyes. "I just want us to be together again. I miss you." Her daughter looked at her with a mix of sadness and understanding. "Mom, you didn't understand me before, but I understand now. We both made mistakes. Love isn't about rules. It's about understanding and connection." A girl rushed into the house. She froze as her mom's voice called out, "Did you forget?" "Forget what?" the girl asked. "Your brother's art show," her mom replied. "We waited 2 hours." The girl looked away. She had promised to go, but her friend begged her to come to a party instead. I'm sorry," the girl said. Her dad sighed. "You can't keep breaking promises. It hurts people." The next week, the girl's friend invited her to a concert. It was on the same night she had promised to help her little brother practice for his school play. "You have to come. We got front row tickets," the friend said excitedly. She wanted to go, but she remembered her brother's disappointed face. That night, the girl told her friend, "I can't. I promised my brother." "Really? You're skipping this for your brother?" "Yes." Her voice shook. She spent the evening helping her brother. They practiced his lines over and over until he felt ready. The next day, brother's play was a big success. He smiled at the girl from the stage, mouthing, "Thank you." At school, the friend seemed upset. "You ditched me," she said. "I kept my promise," the girl replied. That night, the girl laughed with her family at dinner, feeling proud. She learned that doing what's right feels better than any concert ever could. A lady placed flowers at a grave when her coworker approached. "Sarah, you need to move on. It's been 15 years. The lady touched her wedding ring. "I am moved on. I'm just visiting my husband." The coworker rolled her eyes. "That handsome new manager likes you. I told him you're single." "What? I never said that. You wear black every day. You refuse every date. It's not healthy." Just then, the manager walked over with flowers. "Hi, Sarah. I heard your husband passed. These are for you." She stepped back. "Sir, I appreciate it, but I'm married." He looked confused. "But you're widowed." Her coworker laughed. "See, even he thinks you're crazy." The lady's voice was firm. "My husband gave me 20 beautiful years. He died saving our daughter from a fire. His last words were, take care of our girl. I promised him I would, and I keep my promises. The manager's face changed. Wait, David Chen? You're David's wife? The lady nodded, tears forming. He saved my little sister that same night, before he went back for your daughter. I never knew his family. He pulled out an old photo. This is him holding my sister. He's the reason she's alive today. I've searched for years to say thank you. The co-worker went silent. The lady wiped her tears. My husband was a hero. I don't need to move on from that. The manager bowed his head. Ma'am, your loyalty honors him. Some loves don't end with death. The co-worker quietly walked away, ashamed. Drop a heart if true love never dies. A wise old master had a group of eager students who wanted to learn his secret skills. The master promised to teach them everything, but only if they could prove they were ready. One day, the master gave each student a simple clay pot and said, "This pot is very special. Take care of it for 1 week. Do not let it break." The students nodded, determined to succeed. But on the way home, one student, Leo, accidentally tripped. His pot cracked slightly. He worried the master would be angry. Therefore, he decided to tell the truth. "Master, I am sorry. I was careless and the pot cracked," Leo confessed the next day. The other students smirked. Their pots were shiny and whole. "I guess Leo is not ready to learn," they whispered. At the end of the week, the master inspected the pot. "Perfect pots, well done," he said to the others. Then he turned to Leo's pot. "Yours has a crack," he said with a smile. "But you showed honesty and courage. That is the real lesson." The master chose Leo as his special student. The others were surprised. The master explained, "I planted cracks in every pot. Only Leo chose truth over pride. A true student values character more than appearance. Being honest, even when it's hard, shows true strength." One night, a news story popped up on a man's phone. Lucas Vance accused of treating workers unfairly. He frowned and said, "This is nonsense." He believed he was too successful to be wrong. The next day, Lucas found out that Sophie, a woman he once mentored, was behind the accusations. He was upset and decided to talk to her. He went to a small community center where Sophie was working. She was packing food for families in need. "You've forgotten how to care for people. You only think about money now." Lucas didn't believe her, but Sophie invited him to help with the food drive. He didn't want more bad press, so he said yes. As Lucas worked, he saw children, parents, and elderly people thanking him. A little boy gave him a drawing. "Thank you for helping us." Lucas felt something strange in his heart. It wasn't pride, but something softer. Suddenly, an old man volunteering at the center collapsed. Lucas quickly called an ambulance and stayed with him. "It's not about how much you have, it's about how much you give." Lucas froze. He realized he had been chasing the wrong things all his life. After that night, Lucas donated to Sophie's charity and began volunteering himself. For Lucas, the richest feeling was kindness. A man was helping take care of his niece, Tracy. But one day, Tracy said, "My dad says you're a girl because you do housework." The man froze. It upset him because he knew that Nick, Tracy's father, had said this. The man decided to talk to Nick about it. But Nick shrugged and said, "You're overreacting. Men shouldn't do housework. It's a woman's job." The man felt even more upset. Therefore, he decided not to help Nick with Tracy anymore. A few days later, Tracy was outside playing, running around the yard when she tripped and fell hard on the ground. She cried out, holding her knee. Nick rushed over, but he looked completely lost. He didn't know what to do, panicking, unsure whether to pick her up or what to say. His hands shook, couldn't figure out how to help. Therefore, Nick had no choice but to ask the man for help. The man rushed over. He checked her knee and cleaned the scrape with care. He spoke to Tracy in a soothing voice, telling her it was going to be okay. Nick watched all of this in silence. He realized that he had ignored the real responsibilities of being a husband and father. Therefore, he apologized to the man. A woman knelt at the church steps, praying desperately. A wealthy man in a suit kicked her donation box, scattering coins everywhere. "God won't help beggars," he laughed. "Stop wasting everyone's time." She looked up, tears streaming. "Sir, please. My son needs surgery. I'm praying for a miracle." "Miracles," he spat. "Work harder instead of begging God." The priest rushed out. "Sir, this is a house of God. Show respect." "Respect?" The man pulled out his phone. "I just donated $100,000 to this church. I own this place. Throw her out." The priest hesitated. "Sir, I can't." "Fine. Keep the beggar. Lose my money." He stormed toward his car. Suddenly, a little boy ran up. "Mister, your wallet!" The rich man snatched it. "Don't touch my things, you little—" "I was trying to help," the boy cried. The woman stood. "That's my son." The rich man froze. "Your son? The one who needs surgery?" She nodded. "Despite everything, I taught him kindness." Just then, a black car pulled up. An elderly man stepped out. "Dad?" The rich man's face went pale. "I heard everything, son." The elderly man shook his head. "You forgot where we came from." He turned to the woman. 40 years ago, someone at this church gave me $100 when I had nothing. That's how I built everything." He handed her an envelope. $200,000 for your son's surgery. "And son, you're fired from my company until you learn what faith really means. Drop a heart if faith always finds a way."